Hi, my name's Josh Hook. You're on board here with Wayne Maxwell on the Fireblade. Crossing the finish line there, have a quick look at your lap time. 6 gear, down 2 gears into 1. Get on the throttle as soon as you can. Hit the curb on the way in and hold the tight line through there. Back 1 into turn 2. Double apex turn, so kiss the curb on the way in, let it drift wide and pick it up back on the exit. Straighten it up. 5th gear.
So as you come down into turn 3, you want to get on the gas really hard, drifting all the way through turn 3 with maximum throttle, hard on the brakes for turn 4 Honda corner. It's one of the hardest corners to get it right on the track. You want a good clean exit, nice and tight out of Honda. Get on the gas to get over to the other side of the track for a wide entry into Siberia. You want to get on the gas really tight out of here. It's really bumpy exit in Siberia to get a good drive up through this left-hand sweeper to get a good run into the hay shed. The hay shed's really important to keep the speed up through there, so you got a good run up into Lukey Heights.
As we enter Lukey, 3rd gear, it's the most important corner on the track to make sure you can get down into it's quite steep downhill into MG, back to 2nd. And this is where the long run out onto the front straight starts. So 2nd, short shift 3rd. As you drive it around, got to try to hold the throttle, and the back of the bike spinning quite hard, quite sideways as we drive out here. Grab 4th in the very fast turn 12, so it's probably 220 kilometres an hour right here at the apex, and sliding a lot, sliding, and then tuck in and grab 5th and head over the start finish line at about 270 kilometres an hour.
Not the way I'd like to finish, always wanted to win the race, but straight from the word go we struggled with grip, sat me over the seat a few times there, but I just had to be careful on the right hand side of the tyre, and I knew where some parts of the track I was a lot faster than those guys, so I could bridge the gap. I was just hanging in there really, to be honest, and it's not the way I like to do it, but we have to go back to the drawing board and see what we can do for the next one. But overall the CBR 600 went pretty well, performed well, and hopefully we can put on number 1 in the next one.
Yeah, I was panicking there at the start, I tell you. So the Eltz's blue and white boys tried to beat me up to help Josh out, and so when I wasn't kind, threw him on the charge through, and he managed to make my way through the traffic. And once I set out after Josh, lap time started to fall, and closed that down. I seen I was catching him, so I just sort of held a steady pace, and then bided my time right at the end there. And the smart suspension was awesome. The tyre was great right at the end when I needed it.
I got not a bad start, and I think I was 4th going in the first corner, and got past one guy down into turn 3, and then got the other 2 up into the hay shed. So went from 3rd to 1st, which is always good. But I just didn't really have the pace to hold with Josh and Wayne, and so them 2 got away. Once they got away a bit, I could sort of hold them a bit there, but we still need to work on a bit more, like the bike a bit more, to try and bridge that gap a little bit, and I'd really like to be racing those guys at the end of the race.
Here at Phillip Island, with the forever changing weather conditions, we have 2 bikes, one wet and one dry bike over here. The main differences are in those is the tyres and much more.
First thing we do is we change the fairings. We normally put the scratched old ones on because it's wet. Next thing we do is we change the tyres to wet tyres and change all the gearing to suit wet conditions.
Following on for rain conditions, we also put some nice sticky tyres onto the bike for the riders. It keeps everything nice and comfortable for them. They're a lot stickier than a normal road tyre. They've got a heap of tread here that disperses water, and they really sort of stick to the road.
Okay, what we change in the race bike from the dry conditions to the wet is just the spring rate. We go to a softer spring, and generally with similar sort of preload, and just soften off the adjusted positions.
This weekend was good. That race, the last race, was a good race. We ended up getting third, so we come from fair ways back. Overall, the whole weekend went pretty smoothly. We would have liked to have done better, but third around here is pretty good. So Wayne's he's the man around this track, and Josh has been going good lately too. So to get third behind those guys is, it's not too bad. But let's move on to Queensland Raceway, and we all know that's my track up there. So I'll see you there.
This weekend was a bit of a struggle, but we managed to put it on the podium in both races. A third in the first race, second in the second race. The team's been working really hard this weekend to make a step forward with the bike setup, and the CBR 600 has been going really good around here this weekend so far. So I'm pretty happy with the result, and the championship's pretty tight now. I think there's 4 points within the top 3 riders. So coming next round to Queensland, so it's going to be a tough one there, I think.
Well, what a weekend, didn't get a lot of track time with the weather throughout the weekend, and shortened practice on Friday, so to get 4 laps yesterday on a patchy track and qualifying grab pole was great, and then to back it up with a win in the first race and a win in the second race, couldn't be more happy. So the guys at Team Honda Racing did an awesome job to give me a package to be able to go out there and win both races. So 1 round to go, roll on Queensland, and 19.5 points now in the championship, but anything's possible in racing.
Coming next round to Queensland, so it's going to be a tough one there, I think.
It's Josh. Amazing. I'll just go with it. Right, Wayne, hello. Hang on a minute, you've got a mate.
Oh, sorry.